Hello, entrepreneurs. Hello, people. Our behavior patterns are learned. They are taught early on. So, the way we handle money is a learned behavior. Even in the black culture, where we didn't always talk about money at the table, we observed how money was spent. We observed when money was there, when it wasn't, certain things that are important. And based on that, we picked up values. We picked up values that we still hold to this day. You know, one of the things in black culture is that Easter is a big deal. You get everything new. It's celebrate newness and the whole Easter outfit. And so you knew to put money, or there is a concept of putting money aside for that day because it's special. It's part of our black culture and our spiritual culture and our connection to the church and God. So that is a behavior that we watched and that we learn and that we continue. A lot of our behaviors, most of our behaviors are learned. We learn them by what we see, by what we do, by what is said to us. Now, when you think like that, I want you to just think, what money habit are you still using and putting to work or putting in use as an adult that was a child that you learned as a child? Even in the Bible, it says, when I was a child, I did childish things, but when I became a man, I put away those childish things. So, as kids, I remember with my first job, when you don't have responsibilities and you get the job, your parents say, you get the job and you take care of you and you buy your stuff. So you get to buy all of your things. Because although my mom, I was her only child, she would do a lot of things, but what she wasn't going to do was buy me a designer purse while I'm in high school. And I remember purchasing my first designer purse. It was a Liz Claiborne. That was everything. And it was $50. And I was 14 years old. So just think about, that's why I had to get my own job. Now, fast forward, do I still like designer? Heck yeah, love it. But now I have to put it in its place because I have a family and I have obligations and I have bills because I did this stupid thing called adulting. Go figure. So now, as an adult, my childish things of putting what I want first has to be put on the back burner, and I take care of my needs, and then I prioritize my wants when it is feasible. What money habits are you still using that you still find? Because the thing about money habits and any habits is that a habit is not something that is thought based. That's why it's called a habit. You do it without thinking. It is, and when it comes to shopping and money is emotional, it's mental, it's social, it's everything. Socially, you want to be in the in crowd, you want to impress. Mentally, your mind, if you don't have any money and you're around food or you're going to hang out, that's when you are the hungriest. When you got money, you're like, oh, I'm not even that hungry or whatever. It's that one time you might be out hanging out and you said, I already ate, and you did, you just go to hang out and you don't have the money. It seems like you are starving for everything. So it's a mental thing and it's an emotional thing, because not having money or having money breeds about two different emotions and different feelings of empowerment or a feeling of lack of empowerment and insecurity. So the way we handle money is affected by a lot of things. And whatever those things are, just like we have to grow up with the job and grow up with our responsibilities, we have to allow our emotions, our mental and social, to grow up as well. That means you got to challenge it. You got to ask yourself, when it comes to certain things, why are you getting it? Is it because you need it or because you want it? And you have to be honest with you. We have learned behavior that as adults we are still operating, and we haven't changed that behavior since we are children. And if your money is one of those things, that explains so much. Money management is the foundation for entrepreneurship. Nobody ever went out of business because they had a bad idea. The business doesn't last because you don't know how to manage the money, separate it from your personal, and make sure that our money habits grow up with everything that we're trying to do. Our money habits grow up as an adult. And then when we add a husband or a spouse, and when we add children, every level requires more maturity, more adulting, and more intelligent, thoughtful, strategic decisions. It's been your girl, the Queen Bee. Let's grow up with our money.